So today we're going to look at Classpad.net and how to graph an integral in the graphing sticky and how to do that very quickly using the integral property button. So the first thing you want to do is get out a graphing sticky. And so to do that, click anywhere on your screen. It's the second option, right? So here's all your options. We're going to click graph and I can move wherever I want. Notice it comes with the axes and the grid already kind of set, but up here in the windows you can turn the grid off, change the numbering, change the window. This is the default window. You can change the window. You can hit auto and then whatever you graph is going to automatically fit. So that's a nice feature to make sure you turn on. The coordinates you're going to see are going to be in standard notation. If you want the decimal equivalent, you can do that. I'm going to leave it at standard because I like to work with that. So we're going to first graph a function. So here's the things I can do. Graph function, equation, graph, use data and plot that, insert an image, plot points, but we're going to use this one. So that brings up my equation sticky. I can type it in as a function or just y equals. So we'll just do a y equals here. And I'm going to type in my function. We're just going to use a parabola because that's a nice one to demonstrate the integral with. So there's my function. Hit enter. Here's my function. If I click it, you'll see the key points come up, right? So here's my solutions, my x values. Here's my y-intercept. Here's my, in this case, a maximum value. Notice that if it gives you the standard value. If you want the decimal equivalent, so negative 0.5 instead of 1/2, you can obviously change it, but I kind of like that. So now I want to show you how to make the integral. So when a function or whatever you've constructed is in the graph and you selected it. So the difference is, notice that it's not selected now, so it's not bold, but when I click on it, it is selected. The points appear. So when it's selected, you get this button down here, which is the property button. It says property. When I click it, I have three choices. I can do the tangent to this curve, the normal line of this curve, or the integral. So we're going to look at integral today. There is another video already on tangent, and I will do one soon on the normal. So when I hit integral, it brings up a template for me. And notice the integral is going to be in a different color. I can change this color very easily, but we're going to leave it at red. And so the template's asking you, where do you want to see the integral, the area under the curve? So let's say I want to see it between the two solutions to this. So I'm going to say -2 and +1. I want the integral to be there. And notice how it's got this little arrow here. It's showing you the equation. And if you want, you can there we go. You can see the rest of it by spreading that out. And so basically it's giving you, here's the area under this curve, up through 0 here, between -2 and 1. I can change it. I could also make these sliders instead, so I can kind of move it. So if I, instead of putting in specific values, I put in variables, and they could be whatever variables you want. I'm just going to use A and B. And then, I actually need to see those lines. I'm going to graph y equals A. Oh, I didn't want y, I want x equals A. Sorry, x equals A and x equals B. And notice they're at the same value, so there is no area under the curve. But now what we do is we move these. So let's move this to -2. And you will now see the area between these 2 points. So now I can control my upper and lower bound. So A is my lower bound and B is my. So if I go past 2, let's make it be -5 and make this one be -2. Oops, there it is. So you can really kind of play around. So variables are a nice way to look at it as well. So you can use exact values in the template, or you can use sliders and basically create horizontal lines to control, visualize where that is, and that really helps the students see what's going on.